Okay, so today I'm gonna do Week 4 predictions for the NFL. The Detroit Lions in Week 4 faced Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys struggled Monday night against the Redskins. They didn't even get a touchdown. They kicked field goals to win the game. They cannot come into Week 4 playing the Detroit Lions like that. The Detroit Lions defense is playing excellent. Chris Houston, one of the most underrated corners in the NFL, I believe has 3 or 4 picks on the season. He's doing excellent. Ndamukong Suh's been getting pressure on the quarterbacks. And Tony Romo, with his injured ribs, should be very afraid of the Detroit Lions front four. They probably are the best four in the National Football League. I predict the Detroit Lions to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see here. Next game. San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Michael Vick, during Sunday's game, injured his hand. They first predicted it to be broken, but it was only a hand contusion. San Francisco, they've been playing good. Frank Gore tweaked his ankle in Sunday's game. He should be starting on Sunday as well. I predict Philadelphia to win this game and Michael Vick to play better than he did in Sunday's game, although he was injured, but I predict Philadelphia to win that game. The Minnesota Vikings and Kansas City Chiefs. I think Minnesota will actually win this game. The Kansas City Chiefs, they lost their star player, Jamal Charles, in Week 2 against the Detroit Lions. McCluster is doing all he can to help the team. Matt Castle hasn't been doing well at quarterback. I predict Minnesota to do well in this game. I predict Adrian Peterson to be the key factor in this game. Next game, the Washington Redskins versus St. Louis Rams. Two great teams. Rex Grossman has had a great season, and Sam Bradford is starting off slow this season. St. Louis, they're a good team, but I'm going to have to go with the Redskins on this one. Although they lost Monday night against the Dallas Cowboys, Washington will win. Next game we have on New Orleans Saints and Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars lost the game Sunday against Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton. It was a great game, close game. Maurice Jones-Drew had an excellent game. I predict this is going to be an upset. I pick Jacksonville to beat New Orleans. Drew Brees is playing excellent, and I think Marquise Colston might be back this week, but I just can't go against Jacksonville right now. Maurice Jones-Drew is on fire. Blaine, I'm pretty sure it's Blaine. I can't pronounce his name, whatever, but I know their quarterback. He's doing all right for rookie or second year. I'm not for sure right now. I can't think. But I predict Jacksonville to win that game. Next game, Tennessee versus the Cleveland Browns. Tennessee lost a great wide receiver in Kenny Britt, and Cleveland has a good running game. Chris Johnson's also getting off to a slow start. I picked Tennessee to win this game, and Chris Johnson to start off his great season as he had last year. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Houston Texans. This is going to be a very close game. Matt Schwab and Ryan, hold on, let me make sure. Yeah. And Ben Roethlisberger, they're going to have a great day passing. Mike Wallace for Pittsburgh and the Houston Texans with Andre Johnson. It's going to be a good air it out day. I predict Houston to win that game. Let's see here. They have Cincinnati versus the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo is out to a great season, 3-0. I predict them to go 4-0 this week against Cincinnati. Cincinnati is unstable at quarterback. Cedric Benson's out, and Buffalo is just the better team on paper. Carolina versus Chicago Bears. This is going to be another great matchup. Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton, who would have expected him to do what he did, having almost 1,200 passing yards already in the season. He had his worst game last week, also got him his first win. So look for Carolina to beat Chicago Bears this week. The Atlanta Falcons, Seattle Seahawks. Atlanta beat Philadelphia last week. They got redemption. Atlanta got redemption on Michael Vick. Matt Ryan had an excellent game. He's coming out. Michael Turner, he's doing excellent this year. And their rookie Julio Jones, I believe, had an excellent game as well. Look at the Atlanta Falcons beat Seattle Seahawks because they're having a slow start with Jackson and Sidney Rice. They're not doing too good this year. New York Giants, Arizona Cardinals. It's going to be another good game. Eli Manning performed excellent last week, but this week I don't see him performing as well as he did in the previous. I predict Arizona to win that game because Larry Fitzgerald, let's just face it, is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He had a great catch in double coverage last week, and as long as they can get him and Beanie Wells going, pretty sure Beanie Wells is playing this week. But yeah, as long as they get that game, you should win it. Denver Broncos, Green Bay. I'm picking up another upset. I'm picking Denver to beat Green Bay. Green Bay is yet to see their first loss of the season, and overconfidence does not help in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is playing excellent, but I think Kyle Orton will just outplay Aaron Rodgers this Sunday in the game. Go Denver. Miami versus San Diego. Two excellent quarterbacks are going to face. Are we going to see the Chad Henne we saw in Week 1, or are we going to see the old Chad Henne, who can't do anything? It's going to be a great aired-out game. Phillip Rivers, Mike Tolbert, Vincent Jackson, Antonio Gates. Hopefully he's healthy. But I predict San Diego to win this game by 10. Great team, great defense. They know what to do. The New England Patriots versus Oakland Raiders. This is going to be a great game. New England's coming off their first loss of the season, and Oakland's Darren McFadden is coming off one of his best game of the season. Can New England's worst defense in the NFL stop the NFL's best running back so far this season? We'll see. I'm gonna pick Oakland to win it. It's gonna be another upset, but I believe Oakland can do it. Jason Campbell and Darren McFadden, they're going to be my guys this week. Final game on Sunday, the Baltimore Ravens and New York Jets. The Baltimore Ravens are outstanding this year. Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Joe Flacco had his first outstanding game with Torrey Smith. Torrey Smith might be his new favorite target. Lee Evans is out, but with Torrey Smith and Anquan Bolden, that's going to open a lot of options out for him. I predict Baltimore to beat the New York Jets. Sanchez did have a good game, but not as well as Joe Flacco will. In the Monday night game, the Indianapolis Colts versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Indianapolis is starting off really rough this year. Kerry Collins not doing too good this season. Got a concussion in Sunday's game. Don't know if he'll be back. They're just really struggling this year. I predict Tampa Bay to beat them because they are not the Indianapolis Colts that I remember from last season without Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was the key feature of that team. They are not an elite team without him. He was the leader of that football franchise. Tampa Bay has Josh Freeman, one of my favorite quarterbacks. Blunt, great running back. And I believe they have Mike Wallace as wide receiver. Great team, great organization. Tampa Bay to win that game. Comment, post, subscribe. Let me know what you think.